Travis Kelce and his brother Jason kicked off their New Heights podcast on October 8th with the usual playful banter, but this time, things took a turn right away, as Jason brought up the hot topic of baby names for Travis and Taylor Swift's future child, launching into a teasing riff about how the world was waiting to see what they'd come up with if they ever went down that road. Travis, grinning and shaking his head, played along, joking that if he and Taylor had a baby, he'd want to name the child Showtime, inspired by the title of Taylor's latest album, Life of a Showgirl. He laughed and said, "Maybe Showtime Kelce has a ring to it, right?" Jason immediately jumped in, cracking up about how the kid would have to live up to some pretty big shoes, both on the stage and on the field, and Travis just kept rolling with it, adding, "We'll just have to see if they get the pipes or the hands." The two brothers kept the bit going, riffing on possible baby names, with Jason throwing out names like Harmony and Touchdown, and Travis joking that if Taylor had her way, the baby would probably end up with a name from one of her lyrics, like August or Willow. They both broke down laughing at the idea of a kid named Redwood, referencing one of the cheeky lyrics from Taylor's album, and Travis joked that would be a bold name to put on a kindergarten roster. After the laughter settled, Jason nudged Travis about being the creative spark behind Taylor's album, but Travis, still smiling, brushed off the compliment, saying he was just lucky to be part of her life and to support her as she made what he called one of the coolest albums the world's ever seen. He spoke about how happy and proud he was for her, describing how everything about the album's release felt like it had clicked into place, with Taylor genuinely excited about the music and the process behind it. Travis emphasized how proud he was of her for navigating all the challenges to achieve her dreams, ending the segment by declaring, "Couldn't be more proud of her." Stamp of the week goes to Tay-Tay. "So proud of you, girl." Meanwhile, Taylor herself was out on the press circuit, opening up about their bond and what drew them together, telling BBC Radio 2's Scott Mills that she loved being with someone who not only respected her craft, but genuinely loved seeing her fulfilled by her music and art, adding that she admired Travis's own passion for what he does and felt that same drive was at the core of their connection. She made it clear she had no plans of slowing down or stepping away from her music just because she was in a relationship, laughing off any hint that Travis might ever wish she'd stop making music, saying there's no point in time where he's going to be like, "I'm really upset that you're still making the music." Their support for each other has become a public spectacle, with Swift a familiar face at Chiefs games and Travis showing up at stops on Taylor's record-breaking Eras tour, their relationship making headlines when Travis made a surprise appearance on stage at Wembley Stadium, lifting Taylor in front of a roaring crowd and sending fans into a frenzy. On the podcast, Travis described what it was like to hear Taylor's new album for the first time, sitting right beside her, saying that it was a unique experience at first, but he quickly got used to it, wanting to appreciate the music for what it was, especially knowing some of the songs were inspired by moments from their own relationship. He talked about the fun of seeing fans react online, posting videos of themselves dancing and having a great time with the new tracks, and Jason shifted the conversation to Wood, one of the most talked about songs on the album for its playful innuendos. Jason teased Travis about whether the song made him feel cocky, but Travis sidestepped the joke, saying that any song Taylor wrote referencing him was flattering, though Jason kept needling him, reading out some of the lyrics about a redwood tree and joking that if someone wrote a song about him, it'd be about a Japanese maple sometimes can see, making Travis crack up and just let Jason have his fun. Jason admitted he loved the beat of the song and the silly innuendo, saying he was always down for a bit of childhood humor like that. In a teaser for the episode, Travis made a point to call out Taylor's accomplishment, telling Jason, "Let's just give it up for Taylor real quick. She's done it again. She's put the world on tilt." And throughout the conversation, it was clear how much mutual support and pride existed between them, with Travis always redirecting the spotlight to Taylor's achievements, and Taylor crediting Travis for encouraging her to keep going. She talked openly about how their relationship was built on mutual respect for each other's work, mentioning that it wasn't about big gestures but about showing up for one another, celebrating every little milestone. whether it was a new song, a big game, or just a quiet moment together. During one of the Chiefs' playoff games, Taylor was seen in the stands cheering Travis on. Her enthusiasm matching the energy on the field, and after the game, the couple shared a quiet moment together before stepping into the flash of cameras, both of them smiling and looking genuinely happy. As Taylor continued her tour, Travis made it to several shows, sometimes sneaking in backstage, watching from the wings as thousands of fans sang along, describing those moments as surreal, with the Wembley Stadium surprise standing out as one of the highlights of his year. The joy on Taylor's face unmistakable as he spun her around on stage. The podcast circled back to talking about the album, with Travis reflecting on how special it felt to hear songs about their relationship and how Taylor had woven their real-life moments into her lyrics. Jason joking about the pressure to live up to the romantic image Taylor had created in her songs. But Travis shrugged it off, saying he didn't overthink it and just enjoyed being part of her story. He made sure to mention he was always in her corner, no matter what. And the brothers joked about their family's newfound fame since Travis and Taylor went public. With Jason mentioning how their mom had become a minor celebrity at games, fans lining up to take selfies with her, and Travis saying the family had embraced the chaos. Taylor's family had joined in too, showing up at games and concerts to cheer them on, adding to the sense of togetherness that had come to define both families. If you're enjoying these behind-the-scenes stories, hit that subscribe button for more. Travis reminisced about the early days when their relationship became public, admitting he was nervous about all the attention but soon realized that the support from both their fans far outweighed any nerves, and seeing Taylor at his games gave him a boost. Just like watching her perform inspired him. He described the rhythm they'd found, balancing their busy schedules and making time for each other, always making a point to celebrate each other's wins, whether it was the release of a new album, a victory on the field, or just a quiet night at home. And he spoke about how proud he was of Taylor's relentless work ethic, always pushing herself to write new songs and connect with her fans, never settling or resting on her success. Taylor, in turn, credited Travis for motivating her to keep going even on the tough days, saying his positivity was infectious and that having someone who believed in her made all the difference. And as Life of a Showgirl continued to smash records, Travis was just happy to be part of the ride, saying seeing Taylor's name at the top of the charts never got old, and he knew how much hard work went into every bit of it. The album's release brought a whirlwind of interviews, performances, and celebrations, and Travis was there for all of it, cheering her on at every turn. Jason asked if Travis ever got tired of the attention, but Travis insisted he was just grateful for all of it, never taking a moment for granted and always trying to enjoy the ride. Speaking of family, Travis and Jason dove back into the baby name jokes, riffing on how their mom would react to a name like Showtime or Redwood, and how the Swift and Kelce families would probably have a field day coming up with ideas. Travis laughing that whatever name they chose would have to be something bold enough to handle all the attention, but unique enough to stand on its own. And Jason joked that at this rate, the fans would probably pick the name before they even got a chance. The two kept the mood light with stories about growing up, teasing each other about who was the bigger troublemaker, and how their own parents managed to keep up with their antics. Travis saying he hoped that if he and Taylor ever did have a child, they'd find a way to keep things just as fun and grounded.